Is this the best mob crime drama ever incorporated into the superhero world? Maybe. Let's find out together. So, welcome back to the Meerkat098 channel. I would appreciate it if people did call it 098.
Today, Junior?
Anyways, today I wanted to dive in and review the series 1 of The Penguin. Apparently there is only going to be one series, and it was designed to be a standalone project, and it is wrapped up really well, although I would love it if they dived into more of that world. It's so genuinely well created, and it has such a layered feel to it. So in this video we're going to excavate a little bit and see what there is to find out about this.
The world ain't set up for the honest man to succeed. That should be the American dream right there. You know, beautiful story with a happy ending. But that ain't the way the world works. America's a hustle.
It is well established that this is not a hero story. It's not your usual superhero genre, and it is not a redemption story. This is about the development of someone who's genuinely quite dark and quite disturbing. Also, all of the supporting cast, who do a fantastic job, are also people who are a bit troubled, have definitely had a lot of trials in their lives and make poor decisions, to be honest. The storytelling and layered depth in this is really quite fascinating, and it has that unreliable narrator kind of vibe, and it's hard to distinguish what is real life and what is in Oz's fantasy. Oswald is the main character. In the original series, which I believe in the comics his last name was Cobblepot, but in this series it is just shortened to Cobb. I do love the fact that the show doesn't spoon feed you what's going on. You kind of arrive and figure it out as they go along, which is really phenomenal. It would be remiss of me not to lavish a lot of praise on the costume, makeup, prosthetics. It just visually is so spectacular, and Colin Farrell, who plays Oz, is just unrecognizable, and he acts so well. It is really deranged, but in the best way. And I guess you fail to really be able to distinguish acting from the genuine character itself, which is, I guess, just the definition of doing a great job. I thought was fantastic about it, along with his performance, was that every other supporting character is also amazingly well acted. So I wanted to highlight Cristin Milioti as Sofia Falcone. I'm really good with names, you can tell.
Do you remember Carmine's daughter?
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Sofia, I thought you was still at
Arkham? No. I've been rehabilitated.
So she delivers a fantastic and heartfelt performance, and I really felt sorry for her. All of the unfair tribulations that she went through, just really gut-wrenching, and I felt empathy towards her, although none of the characters are good people, and it is definitely shades of grey in this story. I think that's great. I think that's very mature, and I really enjoyed the chaos of it and vicariously living through that. I also thought that it accurately paralleled the moral corruption in Gotham, as we can by this stage all have a fairly firm picture in our minds of what Gotham is like, and these characters really authentically portrayed a life in a place like that. Along with that, I wanted to just touch on briefly I don't know where it was filmed or what the location scouts did, but they did a really great job of finding places that looked like they'd come through the Industrial Revolution, built on all this kind of like turn of the century kind of grim but also solid kind of environments, and it just felt really real, where they incorporated modern technology with this gritty underworld kind of framing was quite film noir like, and I really enjoyed that, and it just made it feel like this whole place had a lot of history. So this is obviously a villain focused story, and it doesn't forget that. So that is one of the things I enjoyed about it, is that it doesn't try and make you feel like, oh, I should be rooting for this person, or oh, that's a shame nothing works out well for this person. That's not the point. It is very mature in that that sort of outlook. The character played by Renzi Felix, sorry if I've said that name wrong, is Victor Aguilar, does a great job of bringing a grounded human presence to this whole story. He becomes our emotional anchor, someone that we can track with as Oz spirals further into darkness, and I found myself desperately wanting him to make better decisions. Like, please bro, you can do better than this. You know, go with your gut that this was a really bad idea, and I wanted things to pan out better for him. So in a way it was almost like the audience was allowed to enjoy that bit of anxiety on behalf of feeling for this particular character. Or maybe I'm just too invested, who knows. Actress who played the character of Frances Cobb, which is Oz's mother, played by Deirdre O'Connell. She did an exquisite job, and I actually genuinely disliked her. What an unpleasant person. What a manipulative, ruthless, self-seeking, narcissistic person. But played absolutely fantastically and believably by Deirdre O'Connell.
Come on. You gotta help me up.
Life is just a dream.
You promised me, Oswald.
I know, Ma.
I deserve a better life.
I'm working on it.
I thought that this was excellent for creating this villain origin, and it was something that I think probably a lot of people can really relate to. And I just hope that she didn't receive too much backlash in real life, as we've seen with characters played by Jack Gleeson, Lena Headey, and Imelda Staunton, because in real life, unfortunately, people weren't able to distinguish how well they played a character from who they were in actuality, and I'm sure they're all very sweet people from what I can see of interviews and things. So I'd call that suffering from success, or maybe outstanding talent. What I appreciated about this as well, just from a layman's viewing perspective, is that the cinematography seemed to really be used wisely in the context of the city. The dark and mysterious aspect of it was a drama, so it really played well into that. They had these beautiful intimate up-close shots with the characters, building a tangible relationship feel where you could have been on their shoulder some of the times. And then interspersed amongst that was these great wide shots and almost like Eye of God kind of moments where you're seeing the chessboard, some of the intrigue starts to come together, and it really sets this imposing feel when these dramatic events have happened. So I liked that. The only sad note I have about this whole thing is, like I said, from what the interviews seem to state so far, they're not planning on making more of it, but it is setting up a Batman universe for a TV series, and I hope that they do it with this thoughtful, talented, well presented, just high quality everything, high quality costumes, high quality sound design, absolutely amazing venues, and just acted, of course, to the highest degree, and I really enjoyed it. The writing also was masterfully done. It's so engaging, and it just felt like they were making top quality product for the viewer instead of just the maybe more superficial superhero fare that we'd previously received. So if they continue along this track with the new Batman series, I will be thanking my lucky stars. I am endlessly grateful for the internet and YouTube and giving me this opportunity to speak to you just about things that I feel and how passionate I am about things, and that I'm just an everyday girl, just your average Joe blogs, and hopefully that if there's enough people who also feel similarly, that we'll continue to get this excellent standard of product. Thanks, bye.